Listen, starting over at the gym does not mean that you are a failure or you did not try hard enough or your worst fears are coming to fruition. It literally means that life happened, things came up, and unfortunately, health just took a back burner for you. And that's not the first, it won't be the last, but it does have to be the last time that this fear of like needing to start over and starting from square one and losing all of your gains has to happen. So what you got to do is, one, congratulations, you have decided to go back to the gym, as scary as that is, whether you are a consistent member, a yo-yoer that has gone back and forth for months, or you've been in the gym for years. This is how I want you to approach your first week back. And honestly, your first month, but we're going to talk with the first week first. And the first one is realizing and accepting that you are not starting over. You are not starting from square one. You are not a brand new beginner. All of your years or months or weeks or decades worth of work is not for nothing. I'm sure that's kind of annoying right now. It is not for nothing. It is, you are not starting over. You are starting from experience. So it does not mean that, yes, you're not going to start from your 1 rep max that you was your all-time best ever. It's not necessarily saying that, but you will be able to bounce back a lot quicker based on how much you have been going to the gym, based on how consistent you've been, how dedicated you have, how many years you have under your belt. So for instance, me, when I was starting back over in the gym, I had been training since I was 15 in the morning, off and on, whether I was a dedicated bodybuilder, CrossFitter, group fitness coach, personal trainer. I've done all of it. And so I was not starting over from zero. I was starting from where I had left off. So I still needed to kind of slowly get into things, but a month or two in, I felt comfortable back in the gym. I was starting to get back to the numbers that I would kind of consistently start at, was getting to. But in order to do that, you need to do the 2 and 3 part of this. So 2 is your first 2 weeks are gonna suck. They're gonna just be rough because they're gonna be hard because you are getting back into the gym, but it is also going to be rough mentally because you know where you can be and where you have been. So week 1, I want you to look at it as you're just testing things out. You're experimenting what is and isn't working, and you just got to get through it. This is eating your vegetables that you hate. You just got to get through that first week. And I say this in everything that I do, but you have to take an experimental mindset approach to this in order to accept flexibility and change moving forward. So with an experiment, there's no success or failure. There's just an outcome. And with that outcome, you get to decide what it is you want to do with it. Do you want to keep it? Do you want to toss it? Do you want to try something new? But it ultimately puts you back in control of your life and allows you to have the final say. So your workout's not going very well, tone it back a little bit. Who cares? If it's going really well, maybe add 5 pounds or whatever that you're working on. You can be flexible with it, but just take an experimental approach. And then once you get through week 1, then you're on week 2. Week 2 is going to be kind of solidifying what isn't working. Water all over. If the program that you decided to do is going to be the program that you want to stick with for the next little while, or if you need to kind of adjust things based on how you're feeling, your joints, your routine, your sleep, all of that stuff. And then you just got to accept it. You got to accept this is where you're at. You got to accept that this is where you're building from and just stick with it. Okay. This is not forever. This is not long-term. This is not again, starting from zero. You're starting from experience. The more you get into it, the more you take care of yourself behind the scenes of the gym as well, the faster you're going to bounce back or get back to your square one or where you're most comfortable. So then after that, your third thing that you need to accept is after about 8 weeks, so I want to say 8 weeks, after 2 months, you're going to feel a lot more confident being back in the gym, and you're going to kind of be back at your base is what I would say. Again, this is for those who have been super consistent with the gym, who have been very you know your way around the gym. You're not a brand new person. Even if you are brand new, 2 months in, you're gonna get a nice baseline going again that you can build off of and kind of adjust. But it really is just getting through and being okay with that. The whole thing is just gonna be a lot of mindset. So for instance, me, I took some time off between Christmas and the New Year, and finishing up with a job and quitting it and then letting my body rest. I am going so low. I am starting at light weights. I am starting at small reps, and it sucks. And I had to accept that today. I acknowledge that okay, my bench press weight, what I was starting at, was not as much as I thought I could be at right now. But I haven't been on the bench in like over a year. I haven't been with like bar weights in well over a year, and like getting back into this routine. Like, it's going to take time. And I was finally starting to get my pull-ups going, and now I can do 1, 2 is questionable, 3 we got to kick a little bit. And like, that kind of sucks, because I was getting at least 5 to like 8 on a really good day, and it sucks to be back down to like 2. But this is where we're at. We got to accept it. That's something I want to work on. So I have it like programmed into what I want to focus on, and I just need to be okay with it. And you do too, okay? You are not starting over. You are starting from at this point, and you are choosing what you want your workouts to look like. You are choosing what you want health to look like. You are choosing your steps moving forward. And if you do want some ideas on like where I start from and like progress, and it can be for like the next 4 to 6 weeks, I do have my fitness bundle, which includes gym workouts, CrossFit, boot camp. This bus is going so freaking slow. So sorry. So it includes the gym workouts that I always go back to, CrossFit workouts that you can bump in here and there, boot camp style, and then just a list of like everything that you would want to build your own workouts from. It's $27. I have it linked down below, and it is literally like what I am basing all of my workouts right now and kind of moving forward off of. So if that would be beneficial, please do go ahead and check it out. But in the meantime, if you don't necessarily want to start that right now, you want kind of a good place to start for right now with where you're at, and a good like 3-day split in the gym, definitely check out this next video where I break it down exactly what works best, the mindset behind it, and how it's going to get you started into a fantastic spot. But I will see you there. Thanks.